Yo boys, we're finally back with another video. This is going to be a super special one, probably the best one I've done so far. Right, so today is the 31st of March and we officially crossed the revenue that we've been trying to hit since I started my agency when I was 13 years old, and which is something that I never thought is going to be possible. And we officially crossed $100,000. We actually did 109k to end this month, which is fucking crazy, because when I first started my agency, I thought all these guys that, did these numbers, showed them online, were like fake. I always found a way to think, and kind of prove them why they might be fake. And it's very weird because, when I grew up with my parents, they didn't make that much money as well, which is, kind of normal. I totally get why they think that way, but I had the same belief built in myself as well. And I think that kind of slowed my success much more than, if I didn't have these beliefs in place. And I started my agency about like 3 or 4 years ago, and when I first started, my first 2 years we didn't do shit. My parents were still trying to get me, to quit the agency. They're like, continue with your studies, do this. And fast forward today we did $109,000, which is insane. Like I've never thought, like even like now it's normal, right? But when I first crossed the 100k, I think like 2 days ago, I don't know, it just hits different. But then after it's like, what's next, So that's the things I want to talk about in this video, because you guys might think it's like, when you hit a certain point where, I thought it was like 5k, where, you would just basically, you're done, you've made it. And I feel like you're never going to get to a point where you've actually made it. Like even now, looking at this like 100k month, it's just not that special. Obviously at the start it is very special to like my younger self, which is the reason why I'm still recording this video, because obviously this is just a start to it. I'm always going to be now I'm going to push harder than ever, because I actually want to hit like numbers to where I can break the industry with, in a way. Not in a wrong way, but kind of like hit record months. And obviously I was trying to hit 100k a month when I was 16. It wasn't possible, because I don't know, it just takes some time, and that's normal. I just turned 17 in January. I think I recorded a video, I was breaking through it. But so my kind of goal by this month, because we're getting into a new month, is obviously I don't want to aim for something too high. I want it to be very realistic as well. So today we actually just put a job post to actually get a CSM on board, because obviously I couldn't manage all the clients that are coming on board, couldn't manage all the volume. And I feel like once I get a CSM, that's when I'll be able to actually focus on scaling the business rather than working in the business. Because I can show you, I have like clients nagging every fucking day, and that's just part of the game, right? And if you decide to fucking ignore them, if you do this, you're gonna get hit with a bunch of disputes. I'm not gonna show you too much, but I have so many fucking messages from my clients. We have about like 50 or 60 clients that we're currently working with. So it's kind of normal. I don't know why I didn't get a CSM earlier. I've been talking about getting a CSM earlier for a very long time. If you guys know me personally, maybe like 3 or 4 months, but I never actually had to get one. But now I've put a job post to actually get one. I'm hiring another VA, so that way we're basically front loaded on the back end, so that way we can actually take on more work. Because like for example today my VA was like 3 or 4 hours late, and then we kind of noticed like a dip, because obviously my VAs take care of everything and they should be on when my clients are on, because obviously doing so many things. So anyways, I just want to basically, moving forward, I want to get a CSM. That's the first thing. Second thing, I want to expand into new industries. So we actually started doing that because competition's a little bit too high in the home service space. If you guys are into it as well, you probably know it's kind of fucked up. It's the highest it's ever been saturated, but it's all good. Once your offer is different, you're fine. Whichever industry you're in, whatever you're doing, saturation is actually a very good thing, because obviously, it's a sign that it's working, right? If there's no saturation, there's something wrong. So just look into it. If you're working with some fucking, I don't know, restaurants or something, there's probably not much saturation. I don't know too much about the industry, but that's a sign that the niche isn't that good, or it could be good. It could be two ways, but I would always look for saturation. It's a very good thing. And just quick recap this month. What we actually did different, maybe you guys can look into it as well, is at the start of this month, I think I recorded a video, and it's just putting more work. It's like there's no fucking secret key or anything, right? was literally just like putting in more work, pushing acquisition much more. It wasn't even that much of acquisition. It's like the month before we pushed it more, but it's more to do with, we got a bunch of referrals. We upsold our clients. We did so many things. So I tried to make more money with the current clients we have. Obviously, we signed more. That was the reason why we grew. I think last month we did like 92K. This month we did 109. So it was about 15K in extra revenue, which is good. And so that's a quick recap of what kind of happened last month. Team size stayed the same, acquisition sources stayed the same. We might actually start running ads just because it's kind of getting much harder for us to get clients, or I'm just going to probably work on the offer starting tomorrow. But yeah, so I also want to set goals for next month, and I want to record this video so I can look back at it. And I think that's my first video, which I'm recording outside and I'm sitting down, because I actually said, I wanted to put in some effort, because obviously this is a milestone that I've hit. And yeah, so what I would say, goals for next month, to keep it realistic, I was aiming for 500K, but I think realistically is going to be about 200, 250K, what I can aim for. I'm going to probably just put it at 300, so that way I can structure my team to do 300K. If we do 250, that's amazing, that's awesome. But I want to just grow faster than I have ever grown before. And also want to make sure that, we're retaining as many clients as possible. We're making the most we can with the least amount of clients and with the least amount of employees. And yeah, so that's mainly it. I think just maybe hiring 2 more VAs, because right now we have 2 VAs. If I hire 2 more, we're going to have 4. So we're basically handling, if we did 110 basically this month, we can handle 220K in volume. That's just basic math. So probably 2 or 3 more VAs, just have them ready so they can start. And other than that, the CSM is going to take on so much fucking work off my head, because I literally work like right now it's 1 a.m. It's literally 1 a.m. and I have to stay up because it's 5 p.m. Eastern right now. So my clients would just be nagging. Sometimes they have this issue. So I think having a CSM, I have so much more time to actually work on the business. So yeah, that's the first move. I actually put a job post on and everything. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, so 2 more VAs, and it's just going to be working acquisition. So tomorrow I'm going to sit down, reverse engineer everything, and just double what we did this month in terms of volume. So acquisition, I want to try to push that. I think we signed like 5 clients last time I recorded a video, open a new agency. I don't know if I've uploaded that. I might upload it later. I've just been super busy with the agency. And other than that, I wanted to talk about bad days, right? Because today I actually had one, which is the reason why I want to record this video as well. It's like not every day you're going to feel motivated and pumped out to do work. Like for the last 2 days, I've been like, procrastinating a lot with the work, calling clients, this. And the thing is, what I want to try to notice is there's this pattern, right? Like for example, today I wanted to record this video. We did basically, the record month, and I just had the feeling that we're going to crash next month. And that's realistically, it's not going to happen, obviously, because, we have the clients, they're running, all of that. But sometimes you just start overthinking in the back of your mind, and that's fucking dangerous, because I've actually went down that route before. And if you just keep thinking, you're not going to get anywhere. Just see, it's proven to work. It's done already, and just keep doing what you're doing. And even if you feel like you don't want to do the work, just do it. Like for example, now when I noticed that I was sitting down, I kept going back home and going back to the cafe, because I work in cafes, right? Back home in a cafe, and then usually I just sit down and just grind like 12 hours in one seating. Obviously I take some breaks, but it's just the main thing I want to start noticing is the patterns, and being able to just continue working regardless of the thoughts that I have, regardless of whatever the fuck it is. Second thing is I want to get into a second business, right? So obviously agency is going to be main priority. I'm not going into some fucking shiny object syndrome, because that's what I think started these thoughts and shit, right? Because the way I have my agency is like, we do like commission based. We have a lot of different structures, and it can crash. Obviously that's normal in any business, but so I was looking into different industries that I can get into. Not industries were already expanding for the agency, but maybe in different business in general, because obviously it's always good to have a different business. Like every millionaire I've spoken to this year, they always have something on the like basically as a backup, right? So I was thinking I've got a couple different things, a couple different ideas I have in mind. So one of them is obviously because I have a lot of capital saved up, so that's actually a good thing, where I want to fund either, I want to fund something that I can exit down the line. I'm going to use the main agency to basically fund it. So that can be either a software, for home services, because I understand the industry very, very well. Maybe a SaaS, maybe a brand, because I used to be in e-com for like 2 years when I was 12 years old. I started when I was 11, and then I stopped when I was 12, and then I opened the agency. Actually, with e-com, I've never actually dived into it. With e-com, I was doing like $600 a day. When I was 12, we did like 16 million views in 1 month, which was amazing. So I was going to scale very, very fast. We had like 20,000 subscribers, something on YouTube. Anyways, these days we're gone. I learned a lot because I lost the Stripe and stuff. But yeah, so that's mainly it. But yeah, I do want to open another business. So it could be something to do with a brand. Maybe start it as a drop shipping store. Maybe with one of my friends, he already does like 300K a month, and he's open to doing something together. So I'm looking into it. But what I think I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna scale the agency to like 200, 300, 400, maybe even 500K a month, and then open something else, right? Second thing is that I think I had these thoughts a lot is because the situation and shit that's happening in Dubai. I was just sitting down with my family, and we're just like thinking, what are we gonna do? We're gonna move to Europe. My dad, he has like a small construction company here, which isn't going very well. We're gonna have to shut down. They're gonna have to shut down because of the situation here, the missiles and shit. And yeah, it's just the economy is gone basically over here, which means it's more reliant on me, right? Because I'm the one that's basically working to the US, and then in the US there's nothing actually happening. So yeah, I think that's one of the reasons, because we're thinking of like maybe moving to Europe or something. And then I had the thing in the back of my mind where the agency might crash. Anyways, I guess that's normal. But yeah, so that's mainly it. I don't want to go too much on it. I want to get some sleep, and then tomorrow what I'm going to do is I'm going to plan what I'm going to do this month. Next month, sorry. So I'm going to be aiming for 300K as I mentioned, and just again 109K just to end this month. Yeah, which is pretty good. But yeah, we're going to be aiming for much higher, and this is the start. And I'm going to be watching this video as an older Shadi, and I'm going to be fucking smiling when I'm watching this. And we'll see you guys in the next one. If you have any video ideas, if you want me to record anything regarding service delivery, niches, how to start an agency, whatever it is, let me know. I am not doing anything related to fucking courses, mentorship. I don't even have time for that shit. I want to focus on my agency. I have some personal shit going on, but yeah, all I want to do is I want to focus on documenting the entire journey and taking you guys with me, and yeah, helping you guys as well. So if there's any ideas in your mind that you want me to go over, or you want me to record the video on, more than happy to do it. Comment it down below, and I'll look into it. And have a good one, and we'll see you guys in the next one.